guys, welcome back to my channel. It is your girl Brandy and I am back with another video. So in today's video, it is officially the week of the Black Romance Book Tour. If you guys are new here, I've been talking about this tour lightly for a while now. I've actually had the tickets since this time last year, and we are officially going to the Black Romance Book Tour this year, this weekend. By the time you guys see this video, I will be actually heading back home from the Romance Book Tour. But as of today, it is Monday, and I am going to be preparing, packing, getting all of the things ready for this weekend. I'm super excited. I don't know what to expect. This is my first ever big Bookish event that I'm going to. I've never been to one. I've only been to, like, you know, book signings when authors are doing their book tours. So I have a list here. So the Black Romance Book Tour is actually going to be hosted by Lauren Lacey. She is a Black romance indie author. She's one of my favorite indie authors, and she has a group that she is working with. So it's not only just her, it's her amongst other ladies plus other sponsors and just a whole bunch of things. I can't give you all the details because I don't know them all. All I know is Lauren Lacey is the author that is working with a team that is in charge of this entire romance book tour. It is going to be hosted at an hotel. I forget the hotel name because I'm not staying in a hotel, so I put the hotel name on the screen as I am editing. And one thing I really love about how these ladies have been putting this tour together is they actually created an app for us to use and to kind of get all of the information that we need as far as who we want to see, what panels are going to be available for us to see, what tables our authors are going to be on, like the table numbers for each author, where are the authors going to be, what time are they going to be there, what day, because it's a full weekend event. I'm only going to be attending on Saturday. Being that this is my first Bookish event, I don't really know what to expect, and I'm easily overwhelmed, so I did not want to do the full entire weekend. So I felt like just one day, and probably the most popular day, which is Saturday, will be just enough for me. I heard there's like 1,000 people attending this event, so that freaks me out. And I really didn't realize how many people was going to be attending this event until this year, and everybody really started talking about it more. And I've learned that a lot of my mutuals are going to be there. A lot of social media content creators are going to be there. A whole lot of authors that I had no clue were going to be there are actually going to be there. So I'm super excited. So I have my iPad here, and in my iPad, I did create a checklist to kind of get me together because we need a checklist for this type of event. I just feel like you don't want to miss anything, and especially if you're a book girly like myself that collects books, you want to make sure you getting your books signed by your favorite authors. And so I created a Black Romance Tour Book Fest checklist in my iPad. The first thing on my list is to pull books for each author I want to see and get signed. Now, there's going to be a whole lot of authors there, and it's gonna be so many people there. So I've made a short, what I think is a short list of authors that I absolutely have to see, and that I actually have their physical books on my shelf that I actually want to get signed. And then the next thing on my list was get all the table information for each author I want to see and get books signed by. So I utilized the app for this. And also I've utilized the author's social media pages for this as well, because they've been posting like a cute little book Romance Book Fest post on their timelines that says the days that they are attending, because not all the authors are attending the entire weekend. So they specify what days they will be attending, what times their book signings are, what table they will be at, and what time their panels are if they're doing a panel. So I wanted to make sure I made a list of all of the authors that I want to see, what tables they are at, what time to be at their tables or in their line to get to the front of their table to get my book signed. So I am actually going with my book bestie. I've already introduced you guys to her, but if you're new here, her name is Tajay, and she doesn't live local here with me, but she used to. So we both have tickets to the tour, and lucky for us, we pretty much like the same authors, so we won't have to separate. So we've already talked to each other to see like what authors we had to see and get our book signed. So majority of the authors, we probably have like one off that maybe she wants to see, and I don't own any books by the author. So yeah, that's always good. So we definitely talked to each other and made sure that, so that we could stick together, that she is seeing who she wants to see and get her book signed, and I am as well. Luckily for us, we pretty much want to see the same people. Choose the panel that I want to see. So with the ticket that I have, I think the ticket includes like just entry to the event, being able to see all of the authors and get your book signed, and then I think the panel discussion was an add-on, so we do both have an add-on for the panel discussion. Now I definitely need to get with her to see which author we want to see for the panel discussion, because we only have access to one, which is fine by me. And then pre-order list. So each author had a time frame to submit pre-orders that you can go pre-order their books, and they will be ready for you at pickup at their signing station. I'm assuming they're gonna already pre-sign those books for quicker, you know, turnaround time. You go, you say hey to the author, you chat, get your picture, and pick up your books. I'm assuming that's how it's gonna be. I'm not really sure, but I'm gonna check on that. Pack my tote bag. And then I have just a list of things that I want to put in my tote bag. So I am going to pack my tote bag with you. I've actually pulled my books for each author that I want to see and get those signed, and I have them right here. So that's what I'm getting ready to show you guys. So that's my checklist for that, in addition to packing my suitcase. Luckily for us, because this book fest is in Atlanta, I'm not sure if I even mentioned that Atlanta is a short drive from us, so we're actually going to be driving to Atlanta. And when I say we, I'm saying me and my husband, because I am going to Atlanta for the book fest on Saturday, but the weekend is going to be ours. So when I get there on Friday, me and him is going to be doing a lot of hanging out. On Saturday, I don't foresee me and him actually doing the hanging out, because not until the evening, because the event is from like 8 to 5. And then me and my friend, we're actually going to leave pretty early just so that we can get there on time and things like that. So majority of Saturday is going to be bookish only with my friend. And then of course on Sunday, we will be heading back probably midday. So luckily I don't have to worry about shipping books, buying too many books, packing too many books, or anything like that, because we are driving. So I definitely have like my clothes pulled out. So I have like my outfits that I'm going to be wearing over the weekend pulled out, and I have like my pajamas pulled out. So I do have to pull out all of the other things, get my toiletries ready, pull out shoes, see what purse I want to bring. I try to limit my purses to one that's going to match with each and every outfit, and I also try to do that with shoes. It's going to be hot because we are in the South, baby, so I really want to be able to wear sandals, but I am going to bring some sneakers just in case the South want to be southy and start raining. So that's that checklist there. So now I'm going to pull up my checklist of each and every author that I want to see. And so I actually have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I think I have 7 authors. I need to add the 7th one on here. I have 7 authors. One, I got her book and I read it, and so I definitely want to go and get that signed. So what is the name of that book? I don't know, but I know what book it is when I see it. So the first author that I want to see and the book that I want to get signed is Beverly Jenkins. I just got this copy for my birthday, and I definitely want to get Indigo signed by her. You guys know I talked about this book in a vlog. I think it was a couple of months ago that I read this book. Love this book down. So I definitely want to get this book signed by her. And the next author I want to see is Christina Forrest. So I have the Green Sister series by Christina Forrest, and I do want to get all of these signed by her. I was trying to make sure they were not already signed, because I had to make sure that these books were not already signed, because I actually got gifted this entire trilogy by the author and the publisher, and they're not. So yes, definitely want to see Christina Forrest. I think with her, she is also going to bring 2 physical arcs for her new YA novel that she's that she's releasing this year. And she posted just this past week that the first person to her table is going to get, the first person on her table, because she's going to be there both Saturday and Sunday, will get a physical copy of the arc for her new YA romance novel that's dropping this year. Plus, she has some very cute, I think, stickers that she's giving out to everybody that's going to be coming to her table to get books signed. Each sticker is of the Green Sisters, and they are so freaking cute. So I definitely want to get that series signed by her. Who else do I have? Natasha Bishop is going to be there, so I definitely want to get Only for the Week signed by her. And I have the indie published copy, which I absolutely love, and I actually love this one better than the traditionally published copy, so I definitely want to get this one signed. Of course, this is my introduction to Natasha Bishop, and I just love this book down so much, so I want to get this signed. And then, I cannot go to her event without, I'm missing one of her books. I'm missing one of her books. I thought I had all 3. I might need to get on Amazon and order the 3rd one. I thought I had all 3. But this is Lauren Lacey's trilogy here, the Black Summer Island series. I talk about this series a lot over here on this channel. This was my introduction to Lauren Lacey, and then now I am a part of her ARC team. So I always get ARCs of her new books. Y'all know I just read one of her newest novels that just dropped this month. So yeah, I'm excited about that. And then I also got this one by Lauren Lacey, The World Around Us. So I definitely want to get all of these signed. And I'm so glad that I pulled these books now, because I definitely need to get on Amazon and order the 3rd one. I think the reason why I don't have the 3rd one is because that was my first arc by her, and I was gifted these by a friend. So I think that's probably why I don't have the 3rd one. I just knew I had the 3rd one, but I guess not. So definitely got to get on Amazon and order that 3rd one, because I would love to have the entire trilogy signed. And then I don't know if the authors have like a cap on how many books they assign, but if I have series for these authors, if they don't want to sign each and every book from the series, then I'm just going to have them sign book number 1. So I do have the first 2 books of Lauren Lacey. It's the 3rd book that I need to purchase. And then, yeah, because I'm hoping if they do have a cap, the cap is like 4 books, because some of my favorite authors, I have a series and then a standalone book. So and then for this author that's currently in my hand right now, all of these are standalone. So I'm just like, girl, please. Like, if you got a series, you can sign book one for me and then sign your standalone. But if you ain't got nothing but all standalones, you gotta work with me. But anyway, Tia Williams. So of course I was just gifted the perfect find, so I'm sticking that in there in hopes that she is able to sign that for me. And then 7 Days in June, I really want that to get signed. And then Audrey and Bash are just friends. And then of course I need to get a love song for Ricky Wilde signed. This is my Cover Snob special edition with the spray edges. So if she be like, listen, I can only do 3 books, this one is getting signed for sure. I think I'm gonna get these 3 signed if she caps off on 3. Hopefully she doesn't, because I would definitely love to get the perfect find signed by her as well. And then of course I cannot go to the Black Romance Book Festival without getting some books signed by Kennedy Ryan. Okay, so of course I'm gonna do the Skyland series. Hopefully they don't have a cap. But if they do, I'm fine, because as of today, because I have not read this one yet, I'm reading this in the month of June with my book club. But as of today, this is my favorite one. So if they do have a cap, I just get Kennedy Ryan to sign before I let go. Because that is my favorite one in this trilogy. And then of course I need her to sign Real, the indie published copy, which is so dope. So yeah, those are the books. I got one more. Let me go grab it. And so I actually want to get this one signed as well, because Kimberly Brown is going to be there, and I love this book so much. She just released a special edition for this book, but I'm just going to have her sign this one. So each author had pre-order signups. I did do one pre-order for a trilogy that I just been wanting so bad, the special editions for. I'm not going to disclose the trilogy as of today. I'll just wait until I get ready to show you guys, because I've been seeing them around, but I'm like, I have not been able to find them. And so what I like about the pre-orders for the Black Romance Book Fest is that the authors are actually selling the special editions and the hard to find copies and the independent published copies as well. So like books that you can no longer find in the store, like the independent cover of Real, or the independent cover of Only for the Week, like the pre-orders, they are allowing us to buy those independent copies that you can no longer find in stores, the special editions and stuff like that, and in addition to swag and everything like that. So I already placed one pre-order because I don't really need a whole lot of books. I did one pre-order, and then there is another author that I want to see when I get there as well. I already have one of her books on my shelf, but she's also already signed that book for me. I need to purchase 2 more books by her, and she's doing like a buy 3 books for $45 and buy any 2 books for $25. And I already have one of the books that she has available, but I still need to get 2 others. So let me get that one so I can show y'all. So this is the author that I'm referring to. I always butcher her name because it's not pronounced the way it looks. So yeah, I'm not even gonna call her name out. I always butcher her name, but I'm on her ARC team as well. So this was sent to me in a PR box, and she's also already signed it for me. So I just need to purchase 2 of her other books. I think it's Elegance the D, and then I think it's book number 1 for this series, because book number 3 is actually getting ready to come out in June or July, and that one is already being gifted to me. So it's the other 2 that I actually need to buy. So yes, these are all the books that I'm trying to take. So far this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I want to take 18 books to get signed. This is a lot. Okay, this is a lot. So what I'm getting ready to do now is I need to put sticky notes in my books spelling out my name so that I don't have to talk over a whole loud crowd of people on how to spell my name. So I'm going to go through and put sticky notes for every single book that I want to get signed with my name, and kind of like place it where I want the book to be signed. And then I'm going to pack these books up so that I can see how they will fit and how heavy they will be in my tote. If they are too heavy for me to carry, then I'm going to just do the first book in these series and then a standalone, because my husband is not going to be there at the event, and we're not staying at the hotel that the event is being hosted at. So I will not have my husband to carry these books, and I did not want to buy a cart because I feel like those carts on the wheels are going to be everywhere and everybody's going to be in each other's way. Like, they are a good idea, but I feel like the people are going to be in the way with them carts, and I just don't want to be one of those people in the way with the carts. So yes, I'm about to get over to my desk and start doing placements on where I want the authors to sign these books, and then we'll see how I can fit them into my tote bag. sitting here, I'm like, there is no way you're gonna want to carry all these books. Like, no way. Especially with me knowing that I'm gonna bring 5 home. I don't know. I might just have to get book 1 signed of the series. Like, that's what I might have to do. Because I can always get my husband to stop at a hotel to pick up some of these books. But still, like, I don't know. I gotta look at the times again to kind of see, you know, what time I'm even gonna be getting, because I still gotta carry them until I get them signed. Like, I still gotta carry them until I get them signed. The hard part is trying to figure out which 2 of these Tia Williams books I want to get signed. I'm really thinking, of course, it's going to be A Love Song for Rick Wow in 7 Days in June. The Neighbor Favor is book number 1. I got to figure out which book is book number 1 here. Yeah, I gotta figure out. I think that's what I'm gonna do, because I'm just looking, and I'm like, girl, that's a lot of books. That's a lot of books. I feel like this one is the first book. I don't know. But I'm getting ready to put them out. So if you guys watched my library book sale video, I saved that paper bag, because I told y'all it was a good quality paper bag, and it carried tons of books from the library book sale. So I figured it would be able to carry these books too, and I could just put them in a bag and then put them in my tote. But I honestly feel like this is probably going to be the stack that I take with me, and I think that's good enough. My friend was like, she still hadn't ordered her cart, and I'm like, I'm thinking, like, logically I probably should have ordered the cart because I have so many books that I want to get signed. But like I said, I'm just afraid we all gonna be in each other's way. That's what I'm afraid of. So I don't know, I might change my mind later this week, and if I do, I'll let y'all know. But I'm about to test these books out in my tote. Really, testing them out in my tote is gonna be the determining factor for me, because if they too heavy, I'm gonna have to figure something else out. I'm glad I'm doing this at the top of the week and not at the end of the week. So yeah, that's what I'm getting ready to do. Test this out, see how it feels in this bag, and if it's too heavy, then I'm just go ahead and see if I can order a cart. I really don't want a cart. They're cute, and I've been sending a link to everybody, but I just really don't want one. But it might be good for my shoulders. So let me see how these fit in the paper bag plus in my book bag do, and yeah, we'll see from there. So I convinced myself to come and just get a cart. Obviously, I'm at Office Depot, and I think it might be best for me to just get a cart so that my shoulder won't be hurting, because the event is from 8 to 5. We're going to be there for a long time. And the book bag is super large. Like, y'all seen how it was looking on me, and I just feel like it's going to wear my shoulder down. And I'm going to be super mad if I don't get the cart, get there and wish I had the cart. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm here at Office Depot, and I'm just going to get a black one, because if y'all know anything about me, black is my safe color when it comes to things like this. It just matches with everything. So yeah, I'm just going to get me a cart and see how it works. Play around with it. I'll return it if I don't need it, but I think this is going to be my best bet. Friends, it is officially the day before I leave. It is 5 o'clock in the evening. I am getting ready to do a rod set on my hair. Yeah, because we're finna be curly Sue this weekend. So I'm about to do a rod set on my hair, and then when I'm finished with that, I still need to finish packing my bag. I literally, y'all see my bookshelf? Yeah, because all the books are packed. And I have not showed you guys my book cart, but I will once I am done with my hair, because I had to zoom home from work, and I need to go ahead and get these rollers put in so that they can be in from tonight all the way until we get to Atlanta tomorrow. So I am going to be in a bonnet. I am leaving the house in my bonnet, but I'm going to be in a car. And as soon as we get ready to get out the car, moving and grooving, the rollers are coming out. But if you guys are have locks, you know, you either sit under the dryer forever, or you let these rollers sit in your hair for 28 to 48 hours. I never sit under the dryer. I usually let them sit in my hair for at least a day before I take them out. If I have a weekend where I'm not doing anything, I just let them sit in the entire weekend and then take them out Monday morning for work. But this time, it's going to be in for at least 24 hours. So that's why I'm kind of talking kind of fast, because I need to go ahead and get to it. But yeah, so I'm getting ready to rod curl my hair, finish packing my bag, because I cut myself off earlier, but I've literally switched up a lot of my accessories. It's supposed to rain tomorrow. It's really been raining. here too, like off and on all week. It is also supposed to be raining in Atlanta tomorrow, so I gotta make sure I pack me some sneakers. And then I'm gonna show you guys my book cart and how I organized everything in my book cart. If you follow me over on Bookstagram, then you kind of already seen it, because they wanted something before the actual festival so they can get some inspiration. So I went ahead and posted my book cart over there. But for the people who don't use Instagram, I got you. I got you. Let me go ahead and get these rollers in. Now, I'm telling you guys now, depending on how foolish I look, when I come back, my face might not be on the camera. My face might not be on the camera because I'm not getting on here with no bonnet on with the rollers all underneath. I'm not doing all that. So we may have some faceless footage after this one. So yeah, I would say I'm going to try to finish my audiobook because I am still reading Bloodmark. But I have about 3 hours left of it. And I want to say that I'm going to finish listening to that. But I am also watching Forever. And I still have 2 more episodes. So I feel like this is the perfect opportunity to go ahead and finish that series. Like I said in the last video, I'm still reading Finding Prince Charming. I literally have 5% left. So I do plan to wrap that up before bed tonight and kind of give you guys my final thoughts. I might go ahead and give you guys the rating on that book simply because it's about to release. And I think I really want you guys to go ahead and grab that book. So let me quit all this talking and get to this hair child because I need to get the rollers in my head. All right, you guys, sound on, because like I said, I'm not getting back on the screen with this bonnet on my head. I'm officially done rotting my hair, and I have like 15 minutes left of the last episode of Forever. But this is where I am as far as packing. So let me see if I can move this up. This is my main suitcase right here. My tote bag. Let me move that. So I use packing cubes. The big one has all of my main outfits. This one here has like pajamas, undergarments, and things like that. On the other side is where I put my shoes. I am packing 2 shoes per day. I'm packing a sandal option and a sneaker option because, like I said, it's been raining and I know it's supposed to rain on tomorrow. So 2 sneakers, 2 sandals are over there. And this bag right here, it's my mommy bag. I actually use this bag postpartum. So literally say mommy on there. And that bag has it has my house shoes and all of my toiletry bags. I have like 3 different toiletry bags because I separate everything and I just like my stuff to be super organized and easy to put away. Some of my stuff, I have a toiletry bag that I do not unpack. I just replenish. And then I have a bag for things that I use frequently at home that I pack. So yes, that's my toiletry bag. This bag right here has hats and purses. So because it's raining, I don't want my scalp to get wet. And I have, I plan to incorporate hats into my outfits over the weekend. So I just got my baseball caps in there and I have a crossbody purse in there that I think I'm getting ready to switch out. And then I also have 2 fedora options. I keep my fedoras wrapped in that plastic so that they won't collect dust. I know I can probably get like some hat boxes. I just don't have them. So I just keep them in the plastic that they came in. And that's how I store them. And over here is the book cart. And here is my tote bag. At first, I was not going to bring it. But I think I'm going to end up needing it. Because the purse that I'm bringing is going to be a small crossbody bag. And yeah, I might need a bigger tote just to have for extra space. So let's open up the book cart that I bought because I definitely needed it. So this is the book cart. It was super easy to assemble. It didn't take no time to assemble. And of course, it has the 2 wheels. So over here, I want to say 20 books. I want to say 20 books because I just added my Rhonda McKnight books. So I already talked to you guys about what authors I want to get books signed by. And I actually reached out to Tia Williams and Kennedy Ryan to see how many books they were signing, because they are the ones that I have the most books of. I have 4 books of each. And so Tia Williams does not have a max amount of books that she's signing. Kennedy Ryan has a 4-book max, and she's only personalizing 1 book. So I get to get my entire Skyland series signed by her, plus my independent copy, my indie release copy of Real, which I'm super excited about. And then I get all of my books by Tia Williams signed, which I'm also super excited about. So this is how I have all my books signed, stacked in here. I also have this tote organizer. This is the organizer that I use for my book bag dupe. And in here, I have this little handheld, this small tripod that I use when I'm like on the go. I have the bookmarks that I'm giving away when I see some of you guys. I have my portable fan. I have my portable charger. You guys, this charger is so freaking bomb. You can charge multiple devices. So something here, something here. The way you charge the portable charger is literally just sticking it into the socket. And then it has these here. My bad. It has these here, and it has this here. So these 2, these, and then this is how you stick it into the wall to charge the entire thing. And you could plug everything up at the same time, and everything will literally charge at the same time. So I have an iPhone, so I charge my iPhone and my Kindle at the exact same time. So yes, I've been trying it out over the last week or so, and it is so bomb. I will put the link, if I remember while I'm editing, I will put the link in the description box so that you guys can check it out, probably buy it. What else I got in here? I got this mug because seeing one of my book besties at the event, and I picked up this mug for her when I bought my own, and I finally can give it to her. She lives in surrounding area, but not close. She doesn't live in the same city as me, so we'll be able to see each other over the weekend. I do have this little ring light. And what else do I have in here? That's it. I am going to slide my Kindle in here, and then I have all of the space in the middle for my pre-orders, because I don't have a lot of pre-orders. I have a series of 3 books that I pre-ordered, and then I plan to pick up 2 books in addition to that. So I have plenty space in the middle to add more books, and then I'm going to add my tumbler for water, and then I'm going to add my snacks. Like I said, I already did a full reel of every single thing that I'm putting in here, so check my description box for the link to my Bookstagram page so you can see all of the details, because I'm even putting like hand lotion, hand sanitizer, headache medicine because I get frequent migraines, snacks, water, and then of course, like, I'm not putting like my wallet and stuff in here because that will be on my person, in my little crossbody purse. So yeah, that's everything that's in the cart, the book cart. So super excited. I actually decided to get the book cart because Tia Williams and Kennedy Ryan just responded to me and I wouldn't have had time to go and get the book cart. but it's perfect. And so I was like, well, at least I know I can go get all these books signed and I won't have to worry about that ever again, because they're doing this event next year, y'all. So if y'all missed out this year with getting the tickets, go to Black Romance Festival's Instagram page, turn on those post notifications, because they're doing it again next year. And at least I know next year I won't have as many books to take with me, because I do want to go. If I can go every year, that's what I'm doing. So yeah, that's what I'm looking like right now. I have not picked up a book yet. I am still packing and finalizing everything. But as soon as I finish that book, I will be back. And it has to be tonight, because I want to go ahead and wrap this video up tonight, because I'll be starting a new video tomorrow for the book fest. So yeah, I'll be back when I got some other updates for y'all. Actually, I do got another update. I got some book mail today. I didn't check the mailbox, but when I looked inside our laundry room, I had this sitting on the washing machine when I started some laundry. So I'm gonna go ahead and open it. I can't really tell who it came from. Based off the address, I don't really know. So I'm just gonna open it with you guys on camera and see what it is. Oh, it's my copy of the book that I'm currently reading, Finding Prince Charming. Yay, so super excited. Look how cute it is. That's perfect, because I'm getting ready to wrap this book up with you guys. Yes, that is perfect. Yay, yay, yay. That's the author. I've been talking to him in DM. So yes, this is perfect. This is so cute. So cute. I love it. So yeah, once I finish this book, I will be back to give you guys the update. Right, excuse my appearance. I obviously got a bonnet on that I'm just not trying to be on camera. But I finished the book, and y'all, it was really, really good. It was really, really good. I'm unsure how I'm going to do my reading wrap up, but I do want to give you guys my rating for this book. But I wanted to give you guys the synopsis, because I gave you guys a brief summary in the last video of what was going on in the book. But I do want to give you guys a synopsis, because sometimes I don't want to give you guys a whole bunch of information, because I don't remember if it's in the synopsis or not. So I'm just going to go ahead and read the synopsis so that you guys can pretty much tell where the story went after Tyreek agreed to be Desmond's date / his fake boyfriend. So the synopsis, the blurb says, dating a prince sounds like a dream, but fake dating a prince, total nightmare. Tyreek is swearing off love after a fight with his cheating ex causes him to miss his college scholarship interview. He vows he's done with dating for good, until Desmond, a boy who works in a scholarship office, approaches with a curious proposal. He'll get Tyreek another interview if he pretends to be Desmond's date to a fancy gala in 2 weeks. When Tyreek arrives, he's shocked when photographers swarm Desmond, Prince Desmond of Catalina. Prince Desmond and his date are front page news. The king angrily summons Desmond and his new boyfriend to Catalina, and Desmond begs Tyreek to play along. If his father realizes Desmond is serious about coming out, he might finally agree to let Desmond pass the crown to his sister, but navigating court politics and pretend relationships is harder than Tyreek imagined, especially when he realizes that he may have accidentally broken his vow to swear off love. So this was such a fun coming out book, okay? So we have the male main character, Tyreek. Like I told you guys in the last video, he is a helper, quote unquote a helper. He's always wanting to help people, and he had gone through a big breakup with his ex, and it didn't really tell you why in the synopsis, so I'm just gonna leave that for you guys to read if you pick up this book. And so he went through a big breakup, but he often found himself trying to help his ex-boyfriend with a lot of important things. And so he got tired of doing that because my door's just open. He has done that in other previous relationships too, and he's found that nobody is treating him the same way that he treat others, and nobody is doing for him the same way he has done for others. So after him and his ex-boyfriend broke up, he was like, you know what, forget it, I'm finna go to college, I'm done with guys, until he meets Desmond. And so he meets Desmond inside the scholarship office, where of course he misses his scholarship interview, and Desmond gives him this proposal: how about you be my fake date? So he didn't find out the reason why he needed to be Desmond's fake date until he got to the gala. And when he got there and he seen all the paparazzi and he seen everybody calling him a prince, he was like, you didn't say nothing to me about being a prince. Like, what the heck is going on? What is all this paparazzi? So Desmond wanted Tyreek to be his date so that he can basically show his father that he came to America to live his life, and he is coming out worldwide so that everybody will know that he is not trying to be next in line. He is not trying to be king. He is trying to live his own lifestyle, and he is gay. Like, that's just what it is. He is gay. He likes men. But the politics in Catalina, he can't be a prince about to be a king and like men. Like, that's a big no-no. Like, you got to be married to a woman. And then not only that, Desmond is not even the first child. His sister is. And he was like, why she just can't be queen? And they was like, we don't do it like that. It has to be a man to be a king, and the man has to be married to a woman. And he was like, no, we need to change some stuff around. That's too traditional. Like, we need to change stuff around. Y'all need to grow with the time. Y'all old folks need to grow with the time. Things are changing. And so that's where the story went. And y'all, it was really good, really cute. The author considered this a rom-com. It was really funny. I really liked Tyreek's twin brother, Tony. He was really funny. I liked his best friend, Kenya. She was really funny. I really like this story. I think this was a fun coming out story because you get the prince involved. It's like royalty, and I think it was really, really fun. I would definitely give this book a 4-star. It didn't really give me like that 5-star feel, but I think it's a solid 4-star. I think the author did really, really good with this, and I'm just really interested in seeing what else he comes out with, especially for YA middle grade. Like, I'm very interested in seeing what else he comes out with, because this was very, very good, and I'm happy I made it priority before the release date, because it releases on June the 10th. So on June the 10th, you will be able to purchase you a copy. According to this, the hardback is $19.99 and the ebook will be $13.99. So yeah, thank you, Simon Team, for gifting me a finished copy of this book. It was such a cute read. So now I'm super exhausted. It's after 10 p.m. We are leaving at 7 in the morning, so I am about to go to bed.